Minnesota Sports is also on YouTube. Check out the KFAN YouTube channel for exclusive videos, in-depth takes, initials, and password games, and behind-the-scenes content. Search KFAN on YouTube and hit subscribe today.
So I'm about to have some leftovers for lunch. Leftover, some people would call it New York strip. Others would call it dead cow flesh. Picture dead cattle flesh. That's what it is when you think about it.
Oh.
Thing is, I forgot to bring a steak knife, so I'm going to try to use one of those plastic picnic knives to cut it. What are the chances I'm able? It's like I'm better off just picking it up and gnawing on it. Like
I was going to say, an old caveman.
Yeah, or meat sauce. Same thing. We'll do the best we can. But it's time now for 5, 3, 4.
Time now for 5 questions. Well, actually 3, but 5 sounds like more than 4. Brought to you by Willow River Company. Question number 1.
We're gonna win, Twins, we're gonna score.
It's now time to delve deep into Twins territory.
Crack out a home run, shout a hip hooray! Cheer for the Minnesota Twins today.
Yeah, the Twins were swept by the San Diego Padres. They lost 8-1 yesterday. Twins are 2 games back of the final wild card spot. They're 5.5 games back of the White Sox in the AL Central. Fernando Tatis Jr. belted 2 home runs. He also added a 2-run single. Bailey Ober gave up just 1 run over 5 innings, but then the bullpen fell apart. Common, what sticks out to you from the sweep in San Diego?
That Rosen leading into it said the schedule kind of softens up now for the Twins. That's what he said. It kind of softens up now a little bit because he just looks at a record and didn't realize, well, San Diego had been one of the hottest teams in baseball. I mean, I think they'd been on like a 10-game winning streak or 12 or 14.
Their record's much better than the Twins.
Yeah, and they had been on a tear, too. But, of course, Rosen doesn't worry about those kinds of things. And so that's what stands out most is Rosen gave me hope, sold me hope, and there's none there. It seems like it's been a pattern for this team all season long. Look like a legitimate playoff team for a series or 2. You know, leading into the All-Star game, didn't they win like 8 straight series? They didn't win every game, but they'd win 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3. And then yet they find themselves, they got swept by Philly. Then they swept Atlanta, and now they get swept by San Diego. Who is next? Is it another soft team like San Diego? Do we got another?
Who do they have tonight? They have the Athletics.
So another Oswald.
It threw me off because it said MIN versus ATH. I'm like, what city and state is ATH? Then I'm like, oh yeah, they don't have a technical home. They're just Athletics.
They're an Oswald, right? They're a terrible team, terrible. Well, yeah, like you say.
Well, yeah, they have the worst record in the American League.
So,
51-80. They've won 2 in a row though.
They're red hot. I guess it goes without saying that this is where you have to make some hay before the sun shines or goes down or before the hay's in the barn. Use your cliche, whatever one you want. We got to beat the Athletics. Are we 2 out of the wild card now?
2 out of the wild card, 5.5 out of first.
Yeah. Oh, well. Football season's about to start. I guess they got us at the football season.
I didn't realize, still looking at the standings, the Royals have won 8 in a row.
Yeah. Where are they? Are they lurking then?
They're still 5.5 back of the Twins, but they're surging. And the Tigers, all of a sudden, after they had moved into second place, they've lost 5 in a row. So they're falling apart.
Well, you talk about a team that sent a message to the franchise that sent the message, we're going to trade the 2-time Cy Young Award winner.
It worked for a while.
Yeah, it did. But I guess that means you're really not trying.
No.
They're not. So, anyway.
Question number 2. It's time now for a look at the Lynx.
Yeah, the league-leading Lynx host the number 2 Golden State Valkyries tonight at Target Center. A win for Minnesota, and they clinched the number 1 seed for the WNBA playoffs. though they will be without Courtney Williams tonight, who is out with a right foot injury. Common, will the Lynx clinch that number 1 seed tonight over the Valkyries?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, what city is the Valkyries? Is that the Golden State?
They're Golden State.
Yeah, and they're 2 or 3 years in, and they're pretty good, right?
Sure, yeah.
I think we do it, though. I think we clinch tonight. Why not? The team, it's hard to complain about anything, right? Still single digits in the loss column, right?
31-7. 6 in a row they've won.
Yeah, they were 31-6 about a month ago. So they just don't lose. They are very, very seldom. I think their only enemy is overconfidence. That's it. As long as they continue to do the things they've been doing, I think they'll be just fine. So, yeah, I'll predict a clinch. How
They
about
just
you?
beat Golden State a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Now, no Courtney Williams. She can be a little bit of a spark plug, but they're so loaded. I mean, they can overcome Courtney not being in the
And the
lineup.
Miles ankle's fine, right?
As far as I know.
Yeah. So I think everything's good, yeah.
Question number 3. It's time now for multiple choice.
Common, which football-related headline at ESPN.com piques your interest the most? It'd be A, Browns coach tabs Watson as QB1 over Shador. B, Niners owner York arrested, pleads no contest. C, tight end to go from Browns to LSU in historic twist. Or D, Saints to sign 2-time All-Pro kicker Carlson.
I would go with the Giants thing. I shouldn't admit this working at the All Sports station. I skimmed the sports page. What's
The Giants thing. You mean the 49ers?
Yeah, 49ers.
The owners?
49er owner thing. What was that all about?
I thought I saw something prostitution related.
Yeah, and then did somebody else see? Did he have burglary tools with him, or am I making that up? That's what I thought somebody texted me. What's that? I mean, that would be the one.
It's a little bizarre.
Yeah, maybe we should dive into that a little deeper. He's been charged. Has he been released on his own recognizance? Has he been released on bail? I don't know. Maybe we'll take a look at that one during the next segment. Instead of skimming it, I'll read it and we'll discuss it. But that would be the one for sure. I mean, and the Watson one. Did you see the Watson's quote
Yes.
about, well, everybody's booing me. I think it's really wrong. And as much as I've done, again, well, I still think when you pay off, how many women did he settle with?
Oh, gosh.
I mean,
Dozens.
hundreds? It was dozens. Yeah, he settled with them. And so it's like, well, I guess if you settle with him, it doesn't really, I guess you weren't guilty in a court of law of, but it's not a good look. I think people just think.
You combine that with the fact that Cleveland then traded a bunch and paid him a lot of money.
Yes.
Regardless of that. And then you combine that with his performance since he's come here to Cleveland. Since he's come to Cleveland, they've got lots of reasons
That would be the reason people
to
are
be
booing
angry
him.
with you.
That's exactly
Yep.
right.
And yet he was named the starter.
Yep.
Question number 3. Vision for the division.
Light sports day today, huh?
I did have another one, but we are at the point now where I have to get 4 visions for the divisions out before the season starts. So now I do have to include them a little bit.
Okay.
We've already gone through the entire AFC, so let's go to the NFC. Your NFC East, you've got the Cowboys, Eagles, Washington Commanders, and the New York Giants. What is your vision for the NFC East? Who's going to win?
Who did you say, Cowboys, and who did you say next?
Cowboys, Eagles.
Eagles. Cowboys, Eagles, Washington. Kind of an interesting division, isn't it? Do we like Jackson Dart or not? Do you think he's just going to be okay?
He wasn't great last year.
Yeah.
Now, he didn't have a lot working for him. His top wide receiver, Malik Neighbors, was injured very early in the year. Cam Scattaboo got hurt. And then just, he was working with the New York Giants to begin with. Now they got a new head coach. They got John Harbaugh. We'll see how good of a coach he is now.
Yeah. Well, he seems to be how JJ seems to not. He has a tendency. Well, he can't throw a touch pass. Dart can't help himself but running head first into
That's going to be a
linebackers.
problem for him.
I mean, you can't.
You got to know when to
that.
hold them, know when to fold them.
Yeah, you can't do that. Maybe in high school you can do that when you're bigger than all the linebackers because he's a big kid. But in the pros, they're going to tear your head off, dude. Hasn't he already had a concussion? He's got knocked around. He's got to stop that. And then I think he even had a quote last year. That's just the way I play. Well, no, you don't. Maybe that was the way you play. It shouldn't be. Now, I guess it's Philadelphia still. Everybody, it's the love affair, I guess, that America has with Dallas, or at least the media does. They always pick Dallas this, Dallas that. And I guess Dallas they're good, right?
I mean, offensively, they should be pretty good.
And then Washington.
I still imagine if they would have kept Micah Parsons, and obviously you don't know if he was going to get hurt, but you had a shot there with Micah on that defense.
We would need can Washington have a bounce back year, do you think?
They're kind of a bit of a wild card. I don't know with them. I'm wondering with Jaden Daniels, did he just have like the C.J. Stroud rookie year and then he's just mediocre for the next 4 or 5 years? Or, was there something injury related that he can bounce? He does need, he's another guy that historically in college did not know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Yes.
He would take the extra contact, and he doesn't have the frame that Jackson Dart does to even take on some of that physicality. That team's going to go as Jaden goes. And we'll see if he's year one Jaden or year two Jaden.
Yeah, I'll probably have to just by default go Eagles. Go Eagles. But who do you like in that division?
I'm going to go with a bit of an upset alert. I'm going to go with the New York Giants to win the NFC East this year.
Yeah, indeed.
And that's it for today's edition of 5 Questions. Well, actually, 3 questions, but 5 sounds like more than 4.
Let's break and come back. 534 brought to you by my friends at Willow River Company. They're your outdoor living specialists, experts. They do it all. They're coming over to my compound at 1314 Insane Lane, the Cole compound, and they're going to aerate my lawn.
Lucky.
Well, yeah, because the last time you know how hard it is to aerate a backyard with a pitchfork? That's the way I've done it with my 5-iron. And so, they're coming over to do it. I'm so excited to see the results because everything else they've done for me has been brilliant. Landscaping touch-ups they did, plant some new trees for me. They weed and feed the yard, clean out my garden beds. They're just really good at what they do. Family-owned operation. And they treat you like family. Why don't you join their family like I do? WillowRiverCompany.com. That's WillowRiverCompany.com. More nonstop nonsense, tomfoolery, and skullduggery next here on the Common Man program on the Fan.
The Common Man.
Well, thanks to you, we're helping teachers bring more opportunities, creativity, and learning into their classrooms every day. It's iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Keep listening as we recognize and reward inspiring educators. Learn more at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Your first name is John. How do you get the nickname Jed? That didn't make any sense to me. How did he get that? I'm talking about the owner of the San Fran 49ers, John Jed York, was arrested in the Valley over the weekend and found guilty of 2 misdemeanor charges. This would be the Ohio Valley, I think. East Palestine. York was arrested Sunday in East Palestine and posted a $5,000 bond. That's walking around money. You and I tend to be what I have to call a bail bondsman. He just fishes around in his pocket and goes, let me see if I just have
For him, that's not even enough to be rocking around money.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But,
that'd be one of those, like, if that amount of money was just on the street, would he reach over and pick it up? I don't think he would.
Here's what I'll tell you. That's what I tell people all the time. $5,000 is really about $2,500 after taxes. He pleaded no contest this morning to misdemeanor charges of disorderly conduct and possessing criminal tools, not burglary. Criminal tools.
What does that mean?
Well,
criminal tool.
Records state he was originally charged with engaging in prostitution, but it was amended to disorderly conduct as part of a plea agreement. I guess it would be his telephone was a criminal tool. Because he was calling, hey, how about you and me? Go from motel? Alleged. WKBN news for everyone. News for the Valley, East Palestine.
No Frankenphilia.
Reached out to the NFL requesting comment on York's arrest and received the following statement. We are aware of the matter, which will be reviewed under the personal conduct policy. So the NFL knows about it. They're going to review it. Court records show York filed an expungement request to have the incident removed from his record. WKBN. News for the East Palestine area. Requested a police report which states only on August 23, 2026, the East Palestine Police Department assisted the MVHTTF on the arrest of John York. If you're wondering what the MVHTTF is, that would be the Mahoning Valley Human Trafficking Task Force. They're located just off of State Route 170. I've driven by there on a number of occasions. The police report lists the time and location of the arrest at 9:35 at the Wheat Hill Mobile Home Community. Oh, so it wasn't. That's where the Wheat Hill Mobile Home Community was. He doesn't seem like a guy that would frequent a mobile home.
No.
Maybe he just knew somebody there. The release from the East Palestine Police states all further information must come from the Mahoning Valley Human Trafficking Task Force, WKBN. Reached out to the task force for further information and is awaiting a response. Court records show York was sentenced to 2 days in the Columbiana County Jail to be served concurrently. Wow. 2 days concurrently. With credit for a day served, he was also ordered to pay $1,150 in fines. Court orders show a cell phone was...
I hope he's okay with that.
Yeah, I think he'll make it. Court orders show a cell phone was returned to York, and a $160 seized shall be forfeited to the Mahoning Valley Human Trafficking Task Force as part of the agreement. York is a Cardinal Mooney graduate and became team president of the San Francisco 49ers in 2008. WKBN has reached out to York's attorney for comment, but has yet to hear back. Good luck with that. What the hell is Cardinal Mooney? I would have thought that was somebody with the Catholic Church. Cardinal Mooney. Hold on. Oh, it's a Catholic high school in Sarasota, Florida. Coeducational college preparatory private school founded in 1959 that serves grades 9 through 12 in the Roman Catholic tradition. School operates under the auspices of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Venice in Florida. Students and parents frequently praise the close-knit, faith-centered environment and active family involvement. The school uses a house system to build strong bonds and leadership among students. Students can join more than 40 clubs covering service, arts, technology, and culture. Information on admissions deadlines and the application process, I can find them here. Details about their athletic programs and extracurricular sports. Overview of tuition rates and available scholarships. You know, I have 4 years of college eligibility.
Do you?
Yeah. I'm not Catholic. Can I still go? Or do you have to be Catholic to attend the school? See, these are the questions that I don't know, and I don't know if WKBN asked those questions. But they probably didn't need it. But anyway, so that's the story on Ed York. I saw one of these. I don't know if this would be considered a list story, because well, tell me, you know what list radio is.
It's lazy radio.
It's lazy radio, and that's what I've got the market cornered on that. This is one of those basketball ones, and it is a list ranking the NBA's 12 best duos. And there are 3 new-look pairs that make the list.
Ooh. I'd like to think ours is one of them.
Well, they are indeed. So it's 12. Here's number 12. All the mighty have fallen to me. The 12th best duo in the NBA, Steph Curry and Draymond Green. Now, if they were playing in a senior citizens league, They'll probably be number 1, but they're not. They're playing in the NBA, and they're at 12.
Well, the fact that even Draymond is a part of the duo, it's not a great look for Golden State.
Pistons have the 11th best duo, Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren. Don't know. Didn't watch any Pistons basketball. Though they were really good last year.
Yeah, they were. They're a good defensive team.
At 10 would be Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. If you can name the team 10 to be.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hey, really good. And and they say you're nothing but a hockey guy. Yeah. Well, they can take that and put it in their pipe. And then at number 9, it's Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball. Here's what the guy. 9? Yeah. Well, here's what the dude wrote. I was tempted to make this Ant and Jade McDaniels. McDaniels is one of the most underrated two-way players in the NBA. He can be relied on in pressure situations, particularly on the defensive end. That's not LaMelo's game. Ball is undeniably one of the most exciting offensive players in the league, and he instantly becomes the best passer Edwards has ever played with. There's a lot to like about LaMelo, but there would be even more if he freelanced less and gave at least passing consideration to what the rest of the team is trying to accomplish at any given moment. How about that cheap shot? If he gave at least a passing consideration to what the rest of the team was trying to accomplish. There was a reason why the Hornets were all too happy to offload him. Tim Conley, one of the smartest execs in the league, he built the Nuggets championship roster, then jumped to Minnesota where he transformed the Wolves into a team that reached back-to-back conference finals. His decisions tend to work out. Still, I remain skeptical that Finchie will be able to harness Ball's considerable talent for the greater good. That said, Ball alongside Edwards will be highly entertaining. Then I talked about everything Edwards done. 3rd in the league in scoring with 5 rebounds per game, 3.7 assists, 1.4 steals, and almost a block shot a game. 48.9% from the floor, almost 40% from three-point range. If not for the infernal 65-game threshold for awards, he would have made an All-NBA for the 3rd time in his career. The lingering question is whether Edwards and Ball can do the same sort of damage together, and that is it. You know, we know that Ball has had an injury history, and we do know that he tends to. And I don't think he's alone when it comes to NBA players tend to be where they just kind of sort of freelance, like they said, and just kind of do whatever they want to do. And you know what? Guess what I'm going to do right now?
Schoolyard ball.
Yeah. Guess what? I'm going to beat this guy in the dribble. I'm going to run the shot clock down to like 8 seconds. Then I'm going to try to do some twisting, turning, churning, twirling, move to the basket. And then he gets it poked away by the defender, and they got a fast break the other way to give up 2 points. They go, why did you do that? But that's the way guys play hoops sometimes. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Another 7. Oh, no Rosen today. It's a Monday, isn't it? No! I was thinking all I had to do was kill time.
No, you got to kill a lot more time.
I better look for some more lists. We'll do that next. Common Man program on the Fan.
The Common Man.
I got about 10 minutes in. I'm like, I am way too tired.
That's
this
exactly
is not moving fast enough for me.
KFAN welcomes some great shows to the Minnesota State Fair Grandstand. Weird Al Yankovic.
She was going to be an actress, and I was going to learn to fly.
We'll be there August 28th, and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
You don't know what we can find. Why don't you come with me, little girl, on a magic carpet ride?
On August 29th, get the complete details on all of our upcoming shows on the concert page at KFAN.com. Keyword calendar.
I wonder if there's really anything to this, Teddy. I'm starting to get worried. Is it the 24th today? This is from yesterday.
It is, yes.
Are you familiar with Jonathan Ouimet? I'm not asking if you've met him.
I have not met Jonathan, no.
Headline, extremely worrying Quinn Hughes update as huge New Jersey return is revealed. Here's what it says. Oh, my gosh. Quinn Hughes and the Minnesota Wild are running out of quiet summer days to get a contract extension finished. Hughes entering the final year of his deal, an almost $8 million cap hit, and he can hit unrestricted free agency July 1, 2027. Wild owner Craig Leopold said flatly in June, we are going to re-sign him. GM Billy Guerin since traveled to Michigan for talks. So this isn't a case of a player refusing to negotiate. Guerin is doing the work, but August keeps disappearing, and no deal has been announced yet. If training camp opens without one, that's worth watching. If opening night arrives the same way, that's a real problem in Minnesota. 10 to be your thoughts.
Is this person reporting that there is some real New Jersey, or is he just speculating?
A Quinn Hughes trade to the Devils could actually hurt the Avalanche.
Huh?
That
would hurt the Avalanche?
Well, this is an Avalanche-based story. Mile High Sticking is the name of the
why would that hurt
website.
Them?
I don't know. Maybe making new. I don't know. I don't know why it would hurt him. You want an explanation?
Yes.
Hold on. As soon as I quit. Oh, they're not going to let me read the rest unless I buy their newsletter.
Throw some big fat sacks.
I'm not going to buy their newsletter. So I guess you know what it's going to be, Tennessee? I guess we'll just have to wonder. That's all we can do.
Well, I was actually, can I do a bell here?
Yeah.
I was just talking to West Walls this morning.
Okay.
As my kids are in the West Walls hockey camp this week, so I saw him. And we were talking about Quinn, and he was saying, I wonder if Quinn is dead set on playing with his brothers, right? If playing with brothers is priority number one, like it would be easy for him to say, well, I'm a year away from being able to play with my brothers. And I guess technically, if that is true, but I also think it's August 24th, and if playing with his brothers was priority number one, I think the wheels would have been set in motion a while ago for that to happen, right? Like, I don't think that's something that takes him all summer to figure out. And if he had figured that out back in June, and when he talked to Billy Guerin, and by the way, reports from Russo are there's still contract negotiations going on, with Guerin and Hughes in his camp. I just think if Hughes wanted to find his way to New Jersey to play with his brothers in 2026, that we would have heard something about this before August 24th. Like, I don't think this is just hey, the Wild won't reach my contract demand, so now I want out. I just don't find that to be the case.
This is from yesterday, headline NHL, the website's NHL Trade Rumors, one of my favorites. I check it every day. I don't know if you know that. First thing I do in the morning. Some people play Wordle the first thing in the morning. I check NHL Trade Rumors. Headline, Wild and Devils discussing Quinn Hughes trade. That's what it says. I'm just reading the headline. You want me to show it to you? I'm not making this up. I'm not trying to start.
I see the headline. I would like to hear the sourcing that goes along with it. Who's reporting this?
Minnesota Wild general manager Billy Guerin has learned quickly that Quinn Hughes' preference is to play hockey in New Jersey with his brothers Jack and Luke. Wild have been trying to sign the Norris Trophy winning defenseman to a contract extension since July 1, and Hughes has been holding firm, keeping his options open for next summer. Since no extension has been inked, multiple teams have made trade offers, including the Devils. Hughes has 1 year left on his contract at a very reasonable $7.8 million. And interestingly enough, doesn't have any trade protection, giving Guerin the option of moving him to the highest bidder. The only thing is the rest of the league is aware of that. Hughes will eventually end up in New Jersey. So how much are teams willing to pay for a 1 year rental? Look for the Devils to continue to push for landing Hughes before the start of the season. They have Dawson Mercer, Dougie Hamilton, prospects Seamus Casey, and Anton Sawyer, who the Wild would love to get their hands on. It's just a matter of fit, both under the cap and ensuring the Wild aren't taking a step back this season. There's also the outside chance it becomes a 3-team trade, with Dylan Larkin of the Red Wings getting involved, or Cutter Gauthier of the Anaheim Ducks being included as part of a 3-team deal. Hughes wants to play with his brothers. It's the worst kept secret in the NHL. And now Guerin has to deal with it front and center entering next season. The hockey community here has been guaranteeing me. It says, it's a no-brainer. He'll sign here.
So who wrote this?
This is a guy that works for, his name is Sean Sinclair.
Sean Sinclair.
He writes for NHL Trade Rumors. Do you think he's just making it up as he goes along?
I mean, we are in the age of aggregate fake news, people just trying to get clicks.
Prop up sagging ratings.
Sure.
So I should take this with a grain of salt, is what you're telling me.
Well, I mean, if he is a reputable source.
Have you heard of Marker Zone? You familiar with something called Marker Zone? I always check that right after I check the other one, whichever the one that was that I check. Oh, it's We Met Again. This guy's, he's trying to, now he's got another one. He writes for like 9 different, this is all balderdash is what it is. Rob Ellis, NHLTradeRumor.com. Quinn Hughes trade rumors. Are the Minnesota Wild nearing a New Jersey Devils decision? That doesn't mean a trade is coming. It does mean Minnesota's clock has started. Well, we know that. We've been led to believe that it's basically just a matter of, at least this is what those that I trust in the hockey community.
Is there a website for this NHL trade rumors? Is it?
It just pops up on my feed. You Google Quinn Hughes trade rumors and boom, 13, 14 stories.
Well, sure. Yeah, but doesn't mean they're actual.
I know, but doesn't mean they're not either.
I'm trying to identify the story you are throwing out there. Who's writing it? Where's the sourcing come from? Can I trust the source? Otherwise, like, the internet is littered with rumors made up nonstop in sports.
I'm sorry I put a panic in everybody.
No, I'm not trying to. Yeah, I mean, it might be a reputable source. I just want to find out.
I wasn't trying to start a fire here. I was just somebody had sent. The only reason I checked, because I haven't been paying as close attention to Wild off-season moves and contract negotiations as I once did. This came in at 128.60. Hey, Ten, have you talked about all the speculation on Quinn Hughes and Devils trade rumors? Is it nothing? So I said, hey, I'll look into it. I Google it. It's all over the internet. I've been led to believe by those in the hockey community locally that really it was just a matter of, is it a 5-year? No. Is it a 3-year deal or an 8-year deal? Just one of the two. He will play here regardless. But maybe not now. Because the truth of the matter is, if he plays one more year, he's a free agent in next season, right? And then he can go sign with the Devils. The catch is this correct, what I just read? And I think you told me this before. He doesn't have a complete no trade clause, right? So if he did, like he said, even if he said he wasn't, leaving for sure, just said, let's just play this contract out this year and talk after that. The Wild, in an effort not to get bamboozled and give up something for nothing, could go, sorry, we're trading you, right? That's what you would do.
Problem with that is the team that is acquiring him knows he's gone in a year, right, so it's a rental. That's a rental. Which
just what that said, yeah.
Which he'd still fetch a nice sum for a rental, right? Because he's about the best rental you can get, and those can still get something. But in terms of getting those basically equivalent to 4 first-round draft picks they had to give up to acquire him, yeah, you're not going to get that back.
So should we just say there's nothing to this?
I mean, if I'm trying to Google Sean Sinclair and get more info on him, and maybe I'm doing exactly what he wanted,
that's exactly what he wants,
to get his name out.
He's trying to prop up sagging race, trying to make a name for himself.
I mean, if it was a reputable reporter, I think I would find more in Google than what I'm currently finding.
So in other words,
I think we're being bamboozled.
We should just dismiss him then.
There is one source to trust when it comes to Quinn Hughes, Dylan Larkin, and Minnesota Wild. That would be Michael Russo of The Athletic. But the other part of this is the Colorado Avalanche are in the same boat. I mean, obviously not with Cale Makar wanting to play with his brothers. That's the added twist in here that's kind of freaking people out, right? Is if Quinn Hughes was just in the league by himself and didn't have 2 brothers in the league, no one would be panicking right now about Quinn Hughes signing a contract extension.
We'd be talking about,
because no one's doing it with Cale Makar in Colorado.
What we would be doing is we would be discussing, will it be A, jersey retirement, B, Ring of Honor, C, statue, or all of the above?
I'd say Hall of Fame.
And Hall of Fame. That's what we
I'd
would
throw
be,
Hall of Fame in with him.
That's what we would be discussing right now. But now it's because he's got a couple of brothers. Oh, brother, how art thou?
My guess is Bill is going, do you want to play with your brothers in New Jersey, or do you want you and your brothers to play here in Minnesota?
Ooh. Yeah.
And I get New Jersey has a little bit of the upper hand because there's two of them.
Yeah.
The other part is this
is the state.
One of the brothers, Luke, is a left-handed defenseman. So if he is playing on the same team, maybe he wants to play on the same team as Quinn, but your role ain't going to be the same here. Right? Once Quinn's on the team, you're not first team. You're not first pairing defensively. You're not on the first team power play.
Blood is thicker than water, though. Unless it's ice. Then ice is really thick, much thicker than blood. What if he's ambidextrous?
That would be very impressive out of a hockey player to be able to play both hands.
What if he just says, I'll switch?
Well, I mean, he could play on the right side. You are correct.
We have switch hitters in baseball. Guys that can hit from the left side of the plate and the right side of the plate.
How come they don't do it in golf?
Well...
Right, like
well, sometimes you see him do that when the ball's up against a tree and he's got to turn around and hit the other way.
Like for me, I'm right-handed in golf. Let's just say I tend to hit the ball right more than I hit the ball left, and then sometimes there's holes.
You know what? I can attest to that.
Sometimes there are holes where you got to have a little bit of a draw on this, and I don't have that in my repertoire. What if I just switched over to the left side? I used to play hockey. Put a little slice on that thing.
Well, you do slice the ball. That's your specialty. Yeah. I think you should carry a left-handed golf club in your bag.
Which one, though? Or can you have a golf club that does like both?
Oh, I
They're
bet
both left and right-handed?
I bet somebody's got that. We can get chippers like that, but
sure,
little tiny chippers.
I get a driver like that.
Yeah.
Instead of a rounded edge, just two square sides to both sides of the driver.
I think
I'm on.
I think
onto
you're
something or on something.
No, I think you're on something. Well, you know what? When I used to go to Phoenix for golf, I went to a winter golf trip to Phoenix for like every year for, I don't know, 6-7 years. I learned right away after my first year, you bring a rock club.
Sure.
Because Phoenix golf, as fun as it is, it's like it's got like a landing strip for a fairway, a little bit of rough, and then it's just miles of desert. And if you hit it off there and you're in the rocks, you're not going to take your brand new. I'm not going to take my brand new Ping golf club and hit off the rocks, but I don't want to take a drop because it's playable.
Sure.
So you have a rock club with you. You've got some old McGregor from your dad's set. We used to bring a shorter club and a longer club, 7-iron and a 4-iron, depending on how much you wanted to hit. Keep an extra club in your bag. Then you use that. That's the way to do it. You could carry a left-handed golf club. I think that would work for you. And that's a good idea. By the way, the University of Minnesota's unveiled the winning ice cream flavor for the 175th anniversary.
They were doing a winning ice cream. They're doing like an ice cream competition?
The University of Minnesota celebrated its 170th anniversary by creating a special new ice cream flavor.
Okay.
Judges selected as the winner from about 500 submissions, North Star Apple Crisp ice cream. Limited edition ice cream will be available at select campus locations and the Minnesota Landscape Arboretum. Why not the Minnesota State Fair? What's your favorite ice cream? What thing is, if they've tried to bring some over to the booth and you got Old Man Hockey that night, you're out. You can't even taste it because you can't do it.
We had West End Creamery come deliver us ice cream last year.
We did.
But they have not emailed me yet this year, but they might want to get on it. We'd love to have them.
Yeah, we enjoy it. We like sampling your wares. We're all on that. Several text messages have come into the Bradshaw and Bryant KFAN text line that says, if you could only keep one, would you rather keep Quinnesota or
Капризов.
If you could only keep one, Teneby, you can only keep one. That's a good question.
Assuming contracts are the same?
Well, let's say, yeah.
Right, and we're assuming contract length and value to the contract is the same as which player would I rather have? I would rather have Quinn Hughes.
Really?
And, you know.
Oh my gosh. Above average at that.
When we had Kaprizov here, like Kaprizov was so much better than any star we'd ever had. So it seemed like such a big jump. Quinn Hughes is another level. I mean, you cannot replicate a Quinn Hughes.
You want to put him in the Hall of Fame already. You've basically nominated him for the National Hockey League Hall of Fame.
He has Hall of Fame skill level. I
would put him in the Minnesota Hockey Hall of Fame, but I'm not ready to put him in the NHL Hall of Fame yet. I just went by it. I knew it was an Evelyn when I was went up to play golf at Giants Ridge and Wilderness at Fortune Bay. I drove right by the Evelyn. In Evelyn, the United States Hockey Hall of Fame.
Have you been in there?
No, I was going to stop, but then I was like, well, would I rather miss my tee time or go to the United States Hockey Hall of Fame? Which would you have taken? Even being a hockey guy, you'd have made sure you made the tee time, didn't you?
I have never been in there.
Really? That surprises me.
And I still remember my older brother had a tournament in Evelyn, like when we were kids, but I don't think I was a hockey enough. So we had the option of going to the Evelyn Hockey Hall of Fame or staying back at the hotel and going in the pool. I wasn't a big hockey. I was playing hockey, but I wasn't like so into it that I'm like, oh, I got to go see this. So I turned it down, stayed at the pool, and now I look back and I've never had a chance since. So I got to get up there.
Well, next time you go to Giants Ridge, which as often as you play golf will be never.
I would love to go back there.
But if you do go up there and go up to Wilderness at Fortune Bay, then you should stop by the Hall of Fame in Evelyn. Because I saw it. It's right on
got the big hockey stick out front, right?
Yeah, it's right on. Is that Highway 33? I think it's 33. It's right on. It's right off the freeway or highway, not freeway. It's right off the highway. So anyway, I have several other, and some of these text messages are controversial.
That's interesting.
It is interesting. So we'll get to some of those. We got some other list radio to get to. We got a little of this, a little of that, with the emphasis on the lat. Other side of the break, final hour of the Continent program on the van is next.
The Common Man.
The realness hurts. The truth hurts.